Will, kind of similar to what Brady was asked. I mean, you go back to when you signed here. How does the next 5 years compare to what you thought it was going to be?
It was definitely interesting. You know, we came here with a good group of guys. Obviously, you know, everyone has their own journey, went their own different paths. But you know, we got a good, I think Drake, Luke, Mitch, Johnny, and Brady. We've got a good connection. You know, I don't think anyone could have expected how our 5 years could have gone. Obviously, the first three were tough, but built us into who we are today. Built us, you know, set up the success last year and this year as well. And you know, be able to see all those guys for so long put in the, you know, consistency, or have the consistency, put in all this work for it to finally, you know, pay off. It's just unbelievable to see, and it means a lot to us for sure.
Brady talked a little bit about last year and how things finally clicked for you in the last year and a half or so. What was it that finally pushed this program forward?
Yeah, it's definitely the connection between us. Obviously, you know, there were connections built the first 3 years here, but I think that really became a stressed, important factor for us. Obviously, everyone in the SEC, especially with, you know, NIL, you know, the transfer portal, everybody has talent. You know, the true separator is the connection you have with your teammates. And you know, when you've been through difficulties, you have a core group of guys that have been through a lot of bad things, you know, or not bad things, but adversity. It builds you up, and then you get those connecting pieces through the portal and helping. The connection that you have with those guys has just been special. A lot of people say it's unlike anything they've ever seen. I know Coach Russ talks about it all the time. It's just an important factor in who we are, and really does lead to success on and off the field.
How do you pass that along to the next team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely just have to set the standard every day. I think the standard's been set. Like Brady, I just listened to him say, you know, last year, that kind of set the standard and where we see ourselves and where we want to be. Obviously better than, you know, in the past. And being able to get there is difficult steps. Having these young guys come in, it's a different generation. A lot of things are different, but having Coach Russ with the Elite Edge program, having a good group of leaders, having all these different supporting factors live up to the standard. And when they see all of us older guys living up to that standard, it, you know, sets the path for them.
Well, being a kid from Columbia, School of Rockers, coming here, now you're going through senior day at Mizzou. You know, how much of a dream has this ride been for you?
It's been, you know, it's been amazing. Obviously, you know, when I came here, I expected to play a lot of linebacker. You know, it didn't work out for me. Me and Coach DJ talk all the time. He's been a, you know, amazing influence on me. But you know, I kind of carved my role out in special teams. And you know, a lot of people maybe weren't cool with that and left through the portal and stuff like that. But you know, that's something that meant a lot to me. Being a part of this team, going out there in the black and gold, you know, for the whole state, it's just something that meant a whole lot to me. I never really saw myself leaving. You know, maybe I didn't have the role that I expected. But you know, right in there, in that room, we have a sign that says, you know, do your role, embrace your role, and that's something, you know, I felt like I did. You know, was trying to be a connector in the locker room, build relationships with everybody, and do just little things around here. Maybe, you know, you guys don't see, but hopefully help the team out a little bit here and there.
Well, you know, kind of bouncing off of that, I know, you know, some of your other teammates, they may get a lot more of the headlines and the credit, but for you, you know, carving out that role, what does it mean that, you know, you kind of helped raise the floor of this program where they're always in the college football playoff rankings, they're always a team talked about in the SEC that can compete now? Yeah,
you know, it definitely wasn't like that my first 3 years here. We went through some struggles, but you know, I think those struggles are why we have had success the last couple of years. You know, for me, obviously I didn't play, you know, the same role that, you know, Brady and Luther and all those everybody else, you know, within the team made. But you know, for me, just being a small part of it, you know, with my special teams, being able to be a part of something, you know, that, you know, left it better than, you know, when we got here. You know, maybe I didn't play the same role, but I played a role, and you know, that's something that's important to me, and something I know I'll hold on to forever.
Will, do you know any other guys on this team who actually got a rule changed in college football?
I do not. That's my little claim to fame, game changer. But you know, it's definitely interesting. I think about that all the time. You know, every once in a while, somebody will come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're the kid, you know, who hit the Kentucky punter." I'm like, "Yeah, you know, obviously we lost the game, but you know, looking back at it, you know, it changed the rule. What else can you say?"
Is the Brady now?
What now?
Is the rule better now?
I would think so. I thought it was a pretty dumb rule to begin with. I didn't really understand it at the time, but obviously they made some changes. You know, it all works out in the end.
You heard Brady kind of talking about how cool it is for him to be in this position now, and growing up here being a Mizzou fan, and growing up with Corby and Devin, and you know, Chase and J-Mac, and now Brady and Luther.
Yeah, for sure.
How cool is that to see?
Oh, it's been unbelievable. You know, Brady's one of my best friends. Definitely been, you know, along the ride. He's had some ups and he's had some downs for sure. And you know, seeing all of it, seeing how he's handled it, seeing how Luther's coming to this program. You know, he's meant so much to this program. You know, he kind of came in and, you know, just put his head down and worked. And, you know, seeing the connection that they've built together, seeing how it's grown over the past couple years, you know, it's just been really cool to sit back and watch. You know, I bet, you know, I don't feel it now, but I bet in, you know, a couple years, I'm going to look back and be like, you know, that was pretty damn cool to be able to, you know, get a front row seat to see, you know, Brady and Luther for, you know, 3 years here, doing what they do. You know, as a Mizzou fan, you know, at heart, that being a part of it, you know, is an unbelievable experience. I've been grateful for my time here. You know, just really cool to see.